Good evening, Golden Eagle football fans. We are live tonight from Cleburn County, Alabama, as the Golden Eagles prepare to take battle against the Cleburn County Tigers. I'm Chris Lee, joined on the call tonight with Roy Evans, Alfonso Lee on official duty tonight with the Tuskegee Golden Tigers. We're live here in Cleburn County, Roy. Hey, good night for some high school football.
And listen, Friday Night Lights is a real thing, and it's definitely here in the South. It's a great night out, perfect weather. These two teams are ready to get at it. Nice crowds on both sides, man. Let's toss it up.
Cleburn County will start the game kicking off, and he will kick back deep. That's going to go back, and it's going to go out of bounds. So flag comes out, and Golden Eagles look to start this drive.
Well, Chris, you know, we've had an opportunity, of course, to see a lot of this Booker T. Washington team, and I can tell you I'm very impressed with some of the things that I've seen, some of the transitions, some of the adjustments from one game to the next one, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Coach has in store. What some of these key marquee guys that you guys have out here, man. It's a lot of fun watching these guys play ball.
Big emotional win last Friday night at Tallahassee. If you missed that game, you missed a good one. Came down to a game-winning field goal, but Jeremiah Kitt will come out today starting at quarterback for the Golden Eagles. Kitt's going to hand it off to Purder up the middle. Nice gain there for Dylan Purder on first down. He will gain about 5 yards to start the game for the Golden Eagles. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. We saw that adjustment made at halftime, but Kitt will get the start tonight and look to lead this offense down the field. Price in motion, the handoff is again to Purder. Purder goes up the middle for the first down and more. And good running for number 0, the LSU commit, Dylan Purder. Run game looking strong to start the game, Roy.
Well, listen, starting it off, putting it in there, that's what you want to do, establish the run. Let this other team know we're going to come and knock it right in the mouth as you look at the replay. And that's what they're looking to do. These Golden Eagles are ready to get at it.
And they will move fast. Kitt's going to pass the ball to number 8, DeAndre Robinson. Pass is going to be incomplete. And we saw Robinson kind of make his coming out party with a big catch at a critical moment in the game last week against Tallahassee, but going to be incomplete here on first down.
I think he was looking upfield a little bit on that one before he was able to bring the ball in. You got to make sure you secure that pass first.
Get out of shotgun. He's going to hand it off again to Purder, who fights for a few tough yards up the middle. Looks to get about 3 or 4 there. We'll see where they spot it. So 1 yard gain there as the Golden Eagles cross midfield for the first time on the first drive this ball game. And this time, Kitt empty set. He's got wide receivers out, and he's looking to pass on third down. 39, he's going to roll out to his right and will get back to the original line of scrimmage before getting knocked out of bounds. And that will bring up 4th down for the Golden Eagles. And it looks like the punter, Micah Bedgood, is heading out to kick for the Golden Eagles.
That time, the Tigers just kind of stalled the defense, man. They held court, but, you know, I still think the Golden Eagles are doing the right thing. They're getting in and just establishing what they want to do. And you've got to make sure that you're committed, that they know that you're committed to this run and can't just kind of throw it out there and then drop back off of it.
So with that, Bedgood back to punt, and hope he gets a good one, and they're going to throw a flag. Looks like maybe a little movement. And it will be false start against the Golden Eagles, so that'll back them up about 5 yards, and Bedgood's got a big leg. If he can get off a big one, hopefully he can get the ball inside of the 20-yard line for the Tigers.
And that's one of those times where the penalty might not be too bad. Give him an opportunity to get it in. You want to try to keep that ball in play.
Good punt by Bedgood. Fair catch called, and fair catch was called, but I thought it might have touched the Cleburn County return man there.
It looked like it did.
But I guess did not make contact, and Golden Eagles will down the punt. So the Tigers will start their drive at about the 30-yard line, as this is the first time we have seen this offense for the Cleburne County Tigers.
So, Chris, who do I have to look forward to on this defense to really stand out to make something happen this evening?
A lot of big playmakers, big hitters on this defense, of course, led by number 0, the LSU commit Dylan Purter. And Dylan's going to be back there at safety. But you got Michael Purifoy, number 1, committed now to Alabama State, looking to make a big statement. But bright spots all over this defense. We've seen some big plays from number 3, Jerome Jones, of course, Bam Brooks. And first down, little pass dump off. And let's see, we're going to pull up that roster. That's going to be pass to number 8, Kel Fulmer, on that reception. So, yeah, a lot of bright spots on this defense. You know, you can't start naming guys. You got to name everybody at this point. But the secondary certainly is dangerous. Not too many teams been able to pass on this team. So that is a rare completion there. But Golden Eagles will come out to try to get a stop on second down. And here's the handoff up the middle, number 5. And he's going to run it for a first down. So that is going to be Carter Hughes. And can remember Carter Hughes racking up some yards last year. We're going to have to stop that young man for the Tigers.
Well, you know, Chris, as you talk about people being able to throw on this defense, one of the things that you're trying to do, and you see what the Tigers are doing, is they get the quarterback moving out in motion.
That's right.
And as him rolling out, it keeps all of your defensive backs at home on their assignments.
So after the first down, quarterback in the shotgun, he's going to hand it off again to number 5, Carter Hughes. And this time, Hughes is stuffed. He'll get a little forward progress after a gain of about 3 yards. They're going to give him 4 there, so that'll bring up second down and 6. Yes, sir. How you doing? And just got a visit from Mr. Elijah Hall Sr. His son, EJ, had a big night last night for the Golden Eagles, but for the Golden Tigers. And quarterback number 11, Schubert, is going to hand it off again and fights for a couple yards, and Hughes will look like they will cross midfield. It's going to bring up third down and 3 for Cleburne County. So Golden Eagles looking for a big stop here. And Schubert's going to hand it off. This time it's going to go to number 22. He's going to break a tackle. Flag comes out. He's stuffed in the backfield by Dylan Purter. Looked like we might have a hold as well on that play. That was Elijah Ware, number 22 on the carry.
And Chris, as we take a look at that play, what are the good things about it? The first man may not have made the tackle. The second man may not have made the tackle. But what they did do is they held him up for a teammate to get there. We know that coach is definitely going to make that point, though. You've got to wrap up and get the guy down the first contact. That would have saved just a little bit more effort, but they were able to get negative yardage on that play for the defense.
And that will be a holding call against the Tigers. So we'll see if Coach Austin accepts that penalty or and looks like they will decline the penalty, so that will bring up the punter here on fourth down for Cleburne County.
Definitely defense held serve on that third down.
And Dylan Purter will drop back deep to return. Golden Eagles were not sure. And it's going to be a fake. He's going to throw the pass deep, and that is caught. Golden Eagles caught off guard that time as Cleburne County comes out with the fake punt on fourth down. So Purter was back there deep. He was looking for the punt. Certainly, if he would have been in coverage, probably could have made a play on that ball, but big play for Cleburne County as they move the ball down into the red zone inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they definitely caught us off guard on that one. It was good. The defender wasn't looking back, so he wasn't sure. I guess he did not realize that it was a pass play.
And definitely looked a little fishy there, but nevertheless, Golden Eagles on defense looking for a stop. And this time it's going to be a handoff around the right side. Looked like a hole, but no flag on the play. And that'll be a touchdown for Cleburne County. Number 22, Elijah Ware with the carry. So after the big momentum play on 4th down with the fake punt, Tigers able to run it into the end zone for 6. Golden Eagles wanted a holding call there but didn't get it, Roy.
Yeah, it looked like the player coming at that first contact was holding the defender coming in, as we just saw in the replay, but they didn't call it. So, those are the things you got to fight through and make sure you try to do what you have to do, make that contact.
Extra point attempt up, and it is good. So the Cleburne County Tigers will strike first against this Golden Eagle defense. 7-0 is your score live from Cleburne County. And we've seen some big runs and a big pass on a fake punt from the Tiger offense. So Golden Eagles will have to respond here.
Well, just getting in, man, just getting into the game. The guys kind of got to settle down when you're on the road. Of course, it's the home team. Had a little ceremony before the game, so they're feeling good. They're feeling themselves. And that was one of those opportunities that presented itself, early in the game. So you kind of see what your opponent is doing. Most people are thinking standard play. So, they got to get it, but we got to make sure that we just reset and get back in heavy on it.
And similar to last year, I remember we trailed that game as we did many of our games at the half against Cleburne County, but Golden Eagles came back strong in that second half to get the win, hoping to get it going a little bit sooner than that here tonight, as number 4, Marquez Daniel, and 24, Jaden Woods back deep to return. It's going to be kicked short, though, and the kick is picked up at about the 30-yard line, and that is where the Golden Eagles will start the drive. Dylan Purter receives the kick, and Kit will come back out and lead the offense for the second time this evening. So we saw a little bit of promise on that first drive, certainly established that run game, but kind of stalled out on us right about the point we crossed midfield. Kit's gonna go to work now. Woods in the backfield. And the handoff will be to Woods. Woods will be stuffed after a short gain there. So he'll get about 3 on first down. And certainly we've seen a stable of running backs for the Golden Eagles, led by Dylan Purter, but Woods and DJ Washington have also gotten a lot of time at running back this season.
Well, one of the things I'm looking forward to seeing is these talented receivers that you all have getting down and stretching the field.
And that time Kit was looking for Marquez Daniel, but pass is incomplete. So, hey, you called it, Roy. They were looking down the field for one of those big playmakers, the biggest playmaker, number 4, Marquez Daniel. Ball doesn't quite get to him there, so that will bring up 3rd and 8 for this offense.
And what's happening is Cleburne is on these passing plays. Cleburne is getting pressure right up the middle. We've got to make sure we shore that up. Give the quarterback a little bit more time to get the ball off.
And here's Kit on 3rd down. He's going to roll out, gets away from pressure, throws back across his body to Marquez Daniel, who completes the pass and gets the first down. So Golden Eagles, after Kit has to escape in the pocket, throws it back across his body, they will pick up the first down on a big reception there for Daniel.
Yeah, that was just definitely talent. The same thing that we were talking about, and I just mentioned, Cleburne is getting that pressure right up the middle, and he had to step out of the pocket but was able to keep his head focused downfield and saw his receiver break open in the middle of the field.
1st and 10, Kid in the shotgun. As usual, tries to draw a man off sides. He does not flinch, looks to the sideline for the call. And this time, Kit will be sacked in the backfield. So fake the handoff to Purder, but immediately brought down in the backfield by number 60, Ron Hill, for the Tigers. So play looked like it broke down a little bit, and Kit was not able to get away that time. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 16. 2nd and 16.
Definitely, like I said, we've got to give Kid a little bit more time on this with this offensive line. Got to shore up.
And this time he passes it to Purder out of the backfield, and Purder will hit the sideline, and he'll get close to that first down.
Take a look at that, and that's what you got to get. Quick hits, get the ball out, and let your playmakers make plays going north and south on the field.
So that will bring up 3rd and 5 here for the Golden Eagles. We've got trips outside to the right.
Give him time.
And Kit's going to look to run. And will get tackled in the backfield as he tries to get around that right edge, doesn't quite make it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down after another loss for the Golden Eagles. So loss of 5, we're back to where we started after the first down, and 4th down and 10 now, as Bedgood will come back onto the field to punt for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, as you said, man, just kind of stalled out there. They're looking to get something going with the trips to the right, but you bunched up and had all the defenders on that side with you, so it just kind of swelled over to that side and weren't able to really get anything going.
And Bedgood gets off a punt. It'll be a favorable roll, but it's picked up and it is returnable, and he crosses the 30-yard line. It's going to be number 2, Lyric Ware, for the Tigers. So once again, this Golden Eagle defense will come back out on the field, and hey, they played well last time but got caught off guard by that fake punt. Looking to make a big stop here to shift the momentum as the Tigers have come out on top so far this game. 7-0 is your score so far from Cleburn County. I'm Chris Lee, joined with Roy Evans tonight. Once again, Al Lee is out tonight with the Golden Tigers. Coach Aaron James called practice tonight, and it's going to be a handoff to number 22, Elijah Ware. And so we talk about the stable of backs for the Golden Eagles. We've seen a few backs, Ware and Carter primarily tonight for Cleburne County, and that is what they like to do, Roy. They like to run the ball. They did the same thing last year, so we know we're going to have to stop that run tonight. I think the Golden Eagles will be up to the challenge, but somebody's going to have to step up and make some plays on that defense.
Well, definitely just have to make sure these defensive backs, because you don't want to get caught off guard again, because they are trying to set them up with that run. They're constantly doing it, consistently putting it in there, but here we go again.
And this time, roll out, and pass is overthrown.
Yeah.
On DJ Henderson. Receiver had a few steps on JD, but he is overthrown. So Golden Eagles dodge a big play downfield that time. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for Cleburne County.
And Chris, that's exactly what I was talking about. They faked the handoff and roll out. That was where they got the first pass the first time, when the quarterback rolled out to his right side and was able to have his man. He actually missed the man open underneath again, the one that he made the first big play with.
Schubert, 3rd and 7. He's going to hand it off on 3rd and 7, and Carter Hughes will get a few yards there, but not enough for a first down.
That's right, defense stands tall.
So running the ball on 3rd and 7, and I could expect them to go for it. Looks like they are sending on the punting team, and it's hard to tell because the quarterback, Hughes, also is the punter. So you got to watch out for a fake always.
Yeah.
Dangerous dual threat back there. But on 4th and short this time, I guarantee you the Golden Eagles will be looking for that fake this time. And this time, Hughes does punt it deep, and nobody back there, but fortunately good bounce, and it'll go out of bounds right inside the 30-yard line. So they played it safe that time, looking for a potential fake, and Hughes decides to kick it. Return man not able to get back to make a return on it, but Golden Eagles get a good bounce and will start the drive once again at the 30-yard line. So Kit will come out of 3 receivers to his left side. He's going to hand it off again to Dylan Purder. This time Dylan is stuffed in the backfield by a host of Tiger defenders.
Combined on the tackles, number 25, Kevin Bates, number 52, Alex Cobb. Get loss of 5, back to the 25. He's 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15 for Kit. Loss of 5 there on first down. And Kit's going to look the way of Marquez Daniel. And Daniel, some contact, but no flag there. And certainly was some contact made by the defender, but does not get the call there. So that'll bring up 3rd and 15. Golden Eagle fans looking for a pass interference call. Do not get it there. So first time we've seen the long pass thrown to Daniel today, and we'll see if they go back to him here on 4th and long. 3rd and long. And they do. Good catch. And it's going to be a catch and a first down. So 15-yard reception for Daniel. Made a great play on that ball and caught it right on the sidelines for the first down.
So we get to take a look at that. He put his feet right in the dirt and got that one. Great catch by the young man. Great catch.
So that will continue the drive, and looks like we're going to get a timeout here. So, Roy, good spark there for the offense after a loss on the first play. They're able to recover and get the first down. Big play by the big playmaker, number 4, Marquez Daniel for the Golden Eagles. And Daniel coming off a game where he had to play quarterback last week as the adjustment was made in the Tallahassee game, but he's back at home tonight at receiver, and he's showing you why he is one of the top wide receivers in the state of Alabama.
As we take a look at that again, man, great shot there by Kim, man. That was he put those 2 toes down and was able to stretch out and reach that. That's what that height will do for you.
Hey, and the quarterback put it right where it needed to be that time. Quez had to come back for it, but right there at the stick. So 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. Kit's going to hand it off to Purder this time. Going to grab the back of his jersey, but he's going to get free, and big run there for Dylan as he eludes a couple tacklers who were grabbing on the back of his jersey.
Listen, I count 3, 4, 5 of them that he was able to get away from. So first contact was not an issue for him. He was able to get through, and that's one of the things you look for in a good running back, who can avoid going down on first contact.
This time they'll give it to Woods up the middle, and Woods will make a couple quick cuts and get up the field for a first down. Woods probably the most shifty out of the trio, the 3-headed monster of running backs we've got this season. And he showed you his quickness that time. First down. Golden Eagles moving past. He's going to get the handoff again. And Kit, another decent run there on first down. He'll pick up about 4 yards.
Well, and Chris, as we see, you're feeding the beast. You're giving those running backs the ball, letting them get some things moving as we're getting down here to the end of the first quarter. Right at about 21 seconds, it looks like we have a timeout. Player down, number 6 for Cleburne
That's going to be Silas Hunt, who is down for the Tigers. So the training staff will come out and check him out. That'll give both teams a chance to regroup. We hope he's okay.
Well, you know, I was going to say that's one of those, looks like one of those injuries. Young man looks to be okay. We definitely hope he's okay. Looks to be one of those injuries where you need to slow down the offense because the offense is doing what it wants to do at this point and just kind of give him there. But he's, you know, hopping off, but hopefully he'll be able to put some pressure on it, and we'll see him back in the game here a little bit later. But right now, the Golden Eagles are moving the ball, and they're doing what they want to. And this is where you're going to take that opportunity, maybe another handoff, and then you've got to take a shot down the field with your big play receivers.
Absolutely, Roy. And second down for Kit. Three receivers out wide. Purder in the backfield. Kit will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Purder. Purder goes off the right edge and will push forward close to a first down. So Golden Eagles doing a good job running the football here in this first quarter. He will get the first down, so that'll move the chains. First down and 10 for the Golden Eagles.
Clock's going to stop right there. That's going to be the end of the first quarter, though. They weren't able to get anything. Once they set the ball, it was going to run out. It was just 1 second left. But right now, this is what the Golden Eagles want. They are moving the ball. They're doing what they want to on offense and having success with that run game that you talked about, the 2-3-headed monster that's back there making it happen. And this is setting them up. Because like I said, you guys, the receivers here, man, you can go downfield. And I think if they can just give the quarterback a little bit more time in the pocket, there's some big plays that'll be available down the field.
And you know what, Roy? I would put this core of receivers up against any bunch in the state of Alabama. Very talented group, and we even saw some of the younger guys come out last week and make an impact. DeAndre Robinson, we've seen him in the game a few times today. Looking forward to seeing some big things from that young man, but certainly we've got Daniel, we've got Minor, we've got Price, all looking to make big plays for this offense. And, of course, we can't forget about our tight end, Cam Tatum. So a lot of options for Kit. We just got to get him the ball and, hey, showed some signs of doing that last drive. Or, on this drive, rather.
Most definitely.
She had a way of making everyone feel valued and supported, and her dedication left a lasting mark on all of us. Kathy also gave so much to Cleburne County.
So as we begin the second quarter, Chris Lee and Roy Evans live from Cleburn County. Golden Eagles trail it so far, 7-0. They've moved the ball well this first quarter, but have not found the end zone yet, looking to do that on this drive.
Felt deeply every single day. Because of her example, in the spring of 2022, the CCHS Tiger Band established the Kathy Smith Memorial Band Award.
There. Speaking of a young lady who was a student here at Cleburne County, seems to have passed away as they're doing that in between the quarters. So just getting ready for that.
That Kathy lived out so beautifully. It is our way of ensuring her legacy continues and that her spirit of service.
So tribute, as Roy said, going on to a student who passed away at Cleburne County. So they're going to honor her right now.
The band boosters and the entire Cleburne County community.
It's always sad. You always feel for people when we lose a child at such a young age.
Absolutely. And certainly keeping her memory alive here tonight. Big crowd for Cleburne County. On the home side, Golden Eagles traveling well as well. We've got a lot of Golden Eagle faithful over here. Check out this team, but we will pause for a few minutes for this tribute.
Her time and her spirit touched countless lives, and because of her, the Tiger Band is stronger and better today. Please know that her legacy will always live on here, and she will forever be a part of the Tiger Band family.
Start the second quarter, it'd be 1st and 10, Booker T. Washington at the Cleburne County 35-yard line.
So after the tribute, Golden Eagles come out 1st and 10 from the
35.
35-yard line.
And there it is.
And
oh!
It hits the hand of DeAndre Robinson. It was a little high, but I know there's an old saying, if it hits you in the hands, you need to catch it. He had a lot of space out there, so not the ideal placement, but Robinson not able to hold on to that pass. So incomplete on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Kit in this offense. And on 2nd down, he's going to look to pass deep again for Robinson, and pass is defended and incomplete. Good play on the ball there by the defender for Cleburn County. Looks like number three, Kobe Hale.
Yeah, he made a good play on that one.
So Robinson looked like he broke free for a second, but incomplete. 3rd and 10. Let's make something happen here. Kit's going to drop back and pass again. He's going to roll out to his left. Flag on the play. Looks like holding. He will chuck the ball out of bounds and get rid of it outside the tackle box. But we do have a hold on the Golden Eagles. So we'll see what Cleburne County does here. Let's see if they accept the penalty, or if not, that'll bring up 4th down. But you got to think the Golden Eagles are thinking about going for it, so wouldn't be surprised if Cleburne County accepts this penalty.
Seem to be weighing their options here, trying to figure it out, like the refs are trying to figure out what they've got going on. As they were pointing, I mean, one of the refs, we know he was out, so we know the quarterback was outside of the tackle box, so being able to save that from the line of scrimmage, we know that he's capable of doing that.
So maybe they are discussing
that
and they will. Yep, they were discussing the potential intentional grounding. Does not look like that pass reached the original line of scrimmage, so that's going to be a loss of down, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So they'll take that penalty. So that will bring on the punter. And so Bedgood will drop back the punt for the Golden Eagles. So Tigers catch a break there. They didn't have to make that decision because the loss of down, of course, comes with the intentional grounding call, and Bedgood will look to get off a good punt. And he gets off a pretty good one, and this time doesn't get one of those favorable bounces, but it's stopped by number 11, Cameron Cole.
You know, Chris, we got to see, this defense has been holding up. And right now, you know, we got them right outside of the red zone. So I think it's this opportunity for the defense, for this Golden Eagle defense, to get aggressive and go after the quarterback. And, you know, we know what they like to try to do starting off early in the down sets where they want to try to run the ball. But if we can get some push up the field, this will give the offense some good playing position to deal with. It'll be a great time for a turnover.
Absolutely, and I don't think it's a secret what they want to do. Like you said, they want to run the ball, but can't get caught sleeping. And they will hand it off on 1st down and doesn't get too much. It's going to be number 22, Elijah Ware, once again on the carry. So Ware will gain 5 yards there on the play. Tigers come out 2nd and 5. Carter Hughes in the shotgun for the Tigers. He's going to hand it off again to Ware. This time Ware will find a nice little crease in the defense, and he'll gain the 1st down. So deja vu from last season. I remember those names well. Elijah Ware was one of the people running the ball on us last year, and hey, he's going to continue that again this season.
Listen, they're gonna do it and continue to do it until the Golden Eagles figure out a way to clog up that middle and stop him, like you said, from finding those little creases to get through the first level of the defense.
It's time to hand up the middle.
There you go.
To Hughes.
Looked like that was a pop. That looked like that was number 10 with the hit on that one that just stopped the running back in his tracks.
Bam Brooks, big tackle there for the Golden Eagles.
And that's what you need. Meet that guy in the hole and stand your ground. Let him know if he want to come through that crease, he's going to have to bring his lunch with him.
Hey, and Bam certainly does bring the boom from that linebacker position. So quarterback Schubert will this time try to run it himself, and he finds a little crease there. And he looks to be close to that first down. We'll see where they spot it.
Looks like he's about 2 yards short.
He's going to be short there, so first time we've seen the quarterback keep it, number 11, Cade Schubert. Not sure if that was a design run or not, but he picks up a few yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 2.
And they bunched it up in there again. This time, listen, who wants to control the middle?
And handoff will be to Hughes.
Looks like he's just going to get it. Got over, needed to get across the 45 and just got there, the 46.
So that will be a first down as the Tigers go under center. Something that we see is becoming more and more rare. All levels of football, but Cleburn County can still line it up under center and get a few tough yards when they need to.
Definitely. I mean, that looks to be their stalwart, what makes them who they are as a football team. And they're definitely leaning into it right now. You know, very few spread offensive sets for this team. They're putting the power packages right there in the middle and saying, stop us if you can.
And this time the handoff to Ware, he's going to try to pop it offside to the left side, but he's stopped by number 1, Purifoy. And Bam Brooks as well on that stop. So after a pickup of about 3 yards, Golden Eagles looking to stop this run game as Schubert is just marching his team down the field, handing the ball off, Roy.
They are, but I think this is what you want to do with this team. You see how they're getting them right now running east and west, trying to get it. They've had more success running north and south, but if Booker T can keep them running east and west, I think they'll have a much better time of slowing them down and stopping that run.
It's time Schubert will go out of the gun, and
go.
He's going to hand it off to number 5, Hughes. He will get nowhere. That's going to be number 53, CC Chris Carter on that tackle. And big play for the big defensive lineman Carter in the backfield.
And as we looked at it again, that's exactly what I was talking about. He saw that hole was locked up. He couldn't do anything. So as he started running east and west, that Booker T defense was able to get into the backfield and stop him.
Carter able to impose his will on that play, getting through that offensive line. And, hey, he's played on both sides of the ball, so I think he knows a lot of those tricks to get through the line, and a lot of it is just pure power and strength from the senior.
That's it, man. Just like you said, who wants to impose their will on the situation and who wants to get out there. Is there a timeout by the Tigers and want to get something set up and going? Because like I said, it's, hey, as long as Booker T can keep them running east and west, it's going to benefit them and benefit the Golden Eagles in the run game as opposed to letting them get north and south.
So for the 3rd week in a row, we are on the road with the Golden Eagles. We didn't bring the broadcast last week at Tallahassee, but Golden Eagles, big win there at Hot O'Brien Stadium. And the week before that, we were not too far from where we are now against Talladega. So got to travel a lot in this region this year, but something that the Golden Eagles have been able to handle well so far. 2-0 on the road 2-1 overall for the Golden Eagles, and this is another region game tonight. And this time Schubert's gonna roll out to his left, and that pass is gonna be incomplete to number 20, Karsten Williams. So Schubert cannot find his target, put it on the money, but Williams cannot hold on to that one.
Well, again, I think one of the things that also benefits Booker T, and that is the speed that they have and able to recover. Again, when you're having to move east and west with it, and the defensive backs get an opportunity to see where the receiver's going. So he was able to catch up with him, put those pitter-patter or those feet behind him, and kind of threw him off a little bit.
That'll bring up 4th and 10, and Schubert this time, we've seen him fake once. This time he's gonna shank it, so that ball is gonna go over into the stands on the BTW side. Shanked that one off the side of his foot pretty bad. Didn't gain too many yards, so good break for the Golden Eagles as they will take over with great field position right at the 50-yard line. So those are the types of shifts in momentum you like to see, looking to get here on the board for the first time here in the second quarter.
Definitely. That was the young man. I know he wishes he could get that one back because he just did not even get a piece of that one. It came off of his foot and went backwards.
So we'll take it. Good start here to the drive from the 50-yard line, and we'll see if the Golden Eagles can punch it in. Offense comes out onto the field.
And we're right.
And we've got Robinson out to the right and Price and Daniel over to the left. Kitt's gonna get the snap. He's looking deep, and he will look for Price. That ball almost intercepted. Didn't catch him in stride that time, and Price had to turn around, try to make a play on the ball. Fortunately, that ball was not picked off as the Cleburn County defender got a good hand on it, but
that was number 3 again, in the right place at the right time on that one.
yeah, and Price had a few steps on the defender that time, so Kitt's gonna have to get that ball out over those defenders. Dangerous pass, but he will look to make up for it here on second down. This time he's gonna run and pick up a few yards before going out of bounds. Gain of 4 yards there on second down. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. So Kitt able to make something out of nothing and get about 4 yards there. Looks like he was looking. 3rd down, he's gonna get the snap. Pressure coming, screen pass to Purder. Purder's gonna break a tackle and hurdle his way to a 1st down. So they will run that screen to perfection as they let the pursuit come in, and Purder able to slip through and hurdle his way for a 1st down.
Well-designed play, and the young man put the extra effort on it to get that 1st down, as you talked about with him hurdling the defender at the end to just get that last yard that he needed.
First and 10 for the Golden Eagles. 2 receivers to your right, Daniel and Robinson. Price to your left to the short side. Kitt's gonna get the snap, hand it off to Woods. Woods gonna go up the middle looking for a crease and doesn't get much there on 1st down. So
Number 24, Woods on the carry.
that time the Tigers did a good job of stuffing the run play. Gonna bring out a 2nd and 9 for the Golden Eagles.
And this is where your opportunity to see what you're going to do. If they can get another 5 yards, man, I think that this is where you take those shots downfield. But we're missing the fact they are open right up the middle.
Purder gonna take the handoff. And good strong run by Purder.
Looks like he's just short of the 1st down.
Well, he's gonna be, look, about 4 yards short there.
Nope. I think it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 they're
Will
looking
be
at,
after
so.
the spot. So Purder doing a good job there, and this time they'll fake the handoff to him, and Price gonna make a tough catch.
Listen.
And strong hands there from the receiver, Jalen Price, as he's able to hold on to that ball from the junior.
Listen, that's who wanted it more. As you saw in the replay there, he fought for that one with the defensive back and was able to get that first down. This is just about into the red zone for the Golden Eagles, and this is where we want to be.
And this time, Kit gonna hand it off, and good cut up the field for Purter. He's gonna stay on his feet. Great balance there from the senior.
Nice run as we take a look at that again, Chris.
Yep, and you just see the quickness and acceleration there by Purter, able to get up the field close to those sticks. So, and it'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, apparently it's second one because they have
2nd and 1.
1st and 10 on the board.
Sticks, so.
Yeah.
And Kit will hand it off again to Purter. Eludes a tackler in the backfield, and after a good push, let's see where they spot it. Tough to see from our angle, and it does look like they will give him that first down. So Golden Eagles into the red zone, looking to punch it in the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 as the down marker looks a little short of the end zone. So an opportunity to get a first down before we get a touchdown, but hey, I wouldn't mind if we just punched it right on in, Roy.
No doubt, and I think they're going to get it here, get an opportunity going into
and
the end zone.
Rolls out, and
they're going to get a flag,
so
and that's going to be inside the end zone, so that should be half the distance to the goal.
We'll see what the call is.
Pass interference on the defense, yeah.
So no automatic first down in high school.
Half the distance
but that
to
will
the goal.
be half the distance to the goal on the penalty.
But do they get, if I'm not mistaken, do they redo the down? Or does that? Yeah, they do redo the down.
So it will remain first down. And this time Kit looking for Daniel in the back of the end zone, and he does what he does best, touchdown. And we've got flags on the play.
There's going to be another pass interference, but it's not going to be, of course, they're not going to worry about it. He was the defensive back was pushing off, as we can see right here in the play. Let's take a look at that and make sure.
So it looks like it's an unsportsmanlike conduct. Is that going to be on the Golden Eagles? So Daniel called for the unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown, after making the great catch in the back of the end zone. So that's going to set this extra point try back a little bit from last week's hero, Mr. Alexander Williams. He'll get a chance here to show off his leg a little bit after the penalty. Oh, but it looks like they're going to pick that flag up, or so either that or they're going to respot the ball.
They're bringing it back some.
And it looks like they will. So the indication was unsportsmanlike conduct, but they didn't line it up there.
Let's take a look at the touchdown again.
So, yeah, let's take a look at that touchdown. Daniel,
they
again,
didn't call the pass interference.
So great play, great catch there by Daniel as he, like I said, does what he does best. But Alexander Williams going to get a chance to practice from distance here as they back the extra point attempt back 15 yards. And although this is an extra point, Williams might have a chance to kick one of the longest field goals we've seen, and it's going to be no good is the call. It was hard to tell from our angle. He definitely had the distance on it, but guess it's going to be a little bit wide left.
39 seconds to go in the second quarter. Cleburne County 7.
So Williams showing that he has a leg to kick it from deep, but
definitely had the distance on that.
Going to be off a little bit. So that'll make our score 7-6 from Cleburne County. Chris Lee joined by Roy Evans tonight on the call. So that penalty comes back to haunt the Golden Eagles as they have to back up that attempt try and they will still trail here after the touchdown. Good drive, though. We saw some good signs of life from that offense.
Well, and I think one of the things that we've seen, and hopefully as we talk about those adjustments at halftime and they come in and see more opportunities to get downfield. These defensive backs, and I think this is one of the things that you've mentioned, of course, throughout it, that in this district, they're going to have a hard time dealing with the receivers from Booker T. Washington. And many times when you're going down, if they're going to have to interfere with these receivers as they go up for the ball. So if you don't necessarily get the reception that you want, you get the penalty that'll bring the ball up. But you've got to go downfield and give these young men an opportunity to make a play.
Hey, when you got some big playmakers like we do on this football team, you got to feed them and you got to get them that football. So Kit will work on that. We're going to kick off the ball here, and it looks like Woods will be doing the kicking duty here for the Golden Eagles. So we have seen him kick it off this season. They're going to line it up from the 40-yard line. It's an onside kick, and Woods almost gets to the football himself. And Golden Eagles say they have it. Let's see what the call is. The Tigers do recover. So Woods got to his own kick pretty quick, could not hold on to it. Very interesting onside kick. He kicked it just right, and he was kicking it to himself, but could not get the hands on it.
Went the 10 yards, and he was there to meet it, but the other team receivers was sitting there and kind of bumped him out of the way, and that actually popped the ball out going backwards, and one of the other Tigers was able to get down on it.
So Golden Eagles trying to catch Cleburn County sleeping. But fumble on the play, and Golden Eagles will have it this time. So after the fumble, Golden Eagles recover at about the same spot they would have if they had gotten that onside kick, and big break for the Golden Eagles.
Let's take a look at that, Chris.
Yeah, let's see who got that fumble recovery. Could not tell from our angle.
37-yard line.
Looks like he came out of there. Let's take a look at it one more time and see if it was one of the big guys in the middle that was able to get in there.
Was that Kendrick? Looks like Caleb.
72?
72 was on the recovery for the Golden Eagles, Jamari Menifee. So big play for the Golden Eagles, and Kit's going to drop back.
And there it is.
And this time he's going to find Daniel. Good pass that time, had a little zip on it. And that will move the chains for the Golden Eagles. So, hey, don't want to overcomplicate it here for the senior quarterback. And that time made that one look easy, connecting with his receiver. This time he's going to roll to his left, and once again, it looks like he dropped it. Certainly was a dangerous pass, and they're going to say the interception.
No.
They're going to give it to him. So
wow. If we can look at the replay and see, he clearly dropped that ball.
Put the defense back on the field, Tigers.
He clearly dropped that ball.
Yeah, it looks to me like he did drop it before he came down, but they're going to give him the interception. So after dodging about 3 or 4 bullets.
No, it looks like are they sending their defense back out? They're sending their defense back out.
So
on the
they are
field.
going to say that is an incomplete pass.
Yeah,
as he will not hold on to that interception.
Yeah,
that's the right call.
Yeah, he did not make a football play, as we like to use the terminology.
And Kit trying to throw the quick pass to Price, and ball goes into the dirt, incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. So struggling to get the pass game going here. We've seen a couple big plays and nice play on the touchdown and catch this drive, but we got to get something going here.
And Chris, times like this is when I say you've got to go into the end zone. You've got to go downfield and get these guys again. They're going to have to be all over these receivers.
And that time it's complete to Price. He will gain a few yards there. It'll bring up 4th down and about 5.
And they're staying on the field, though.
Absolutely. Golden Eagles looking to score here on this drive as they will remain on the field, 4th and 5. And Kitt's going to look to pass, looking to the end zone. That's going to be caught by number 8, Robinson. That's DeAndre Robinson. Big catch.
That's going to be a flag. He took his helmet off.
And once again, flag in the end zone after the play. So Robinson takes his helmet off after scoring the touchdown. I think that might have been his first touchdown, so he's got to learn there. You can't take that helmet off after scoring, but that will be a touchdown.
Oh, most definitely that was a touchdown. As we look at the replay again, he went up and pulled that one down.
So again, unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown will make it tough for the point after attempt. Let's see if the Golden Eagles decide to kick it again. And it looks like for now the offense will stay on the field.
I mean, why not? Go for 2.
So Golden Eagles looking to make up for that last one. And when you got the receivers like we got, certainly worth taking a shot here.
Most definitely. Young men have to get control of their emotions, though. You can't take your helmet off. That definitely was considered a taunting play.
And that's something Robinson will learn. And this time, Daniel in the end zone, and that pass is going to be overthrown. So Daniel not able to get to it. Kitt tries to connect with the big playmaker, Marquez Daniel, in the back of the end zone, but puts a little bit too much on it. So that will give the Golden Eagles the lead, though. 12-7 is your score from Cleburn County. 2 minutes left here and 12 seconds.
Yep.
We're adjusting our clock here, but 2 minutes and 12 seconds is the official time before the half. Golden Eagles take the lead for the first time this ball game.
Chris, tell me what you see at this touchdown. What works best for these Golden Eagles?
Well, Robinson's just got a lot of athleticism, length. He gets up there, catches the ball at the highest point, and like I said before, we're expecting big things from this young man. Certainly shown his ability to step in there and make some big plays. And, hey, despite taking his helmet off and getting the 15-yard penalty at the end, great play from the junior wide receiver, DeAndre Robinson.
Most definitely. The best thing that I'm noticing that's happening as we get down into the red zone, they are giving the quarterback time. Earlier in the first quarter, Cleburne was having their way with getting into the middle of our offensive line and coming through and putting pressure on him. Now he's having the opportunity to stand back there to get the 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi to make that
and
throw.
They're going to onside kick it once again, and same result. And well-designed kick, and Woods is, of course, got a lot of speed there, but not able to get to that ball before it is recovered by the Tigers. So they will take over here. So with 2 minutes and 12 seconds, doesn't look like they ran any off the clock. That will start the drive for the Tigers.
See what they're going to do. See if Cleburne takes an opportunity. They've got the single back in the backfield, but they haven't gone downfield that often. And there you go.
Big stuff in the backfield.
That's right. Meet him in the hole.
Number 5 used on carry.
It looked like number 50, Caleb Kendrick.
2 yard loss on play back to the 43. Bring up second down and 12.
So that'll bring up second and 12 loss of yards, big play in the backfield, and that's what you like to see, stuffing the run for the Golden Eagles.
Definitely. Like I said, just got to clog up that middle. Don't let those guys hit that.
This time Carter will roll out, look to pass. He's going to go deep down the field, and we've got coverage down there. Pass is caught out of bounds, so are they going to say he pushed him out there?
No, it was not caught. He was out of bounds. The referee clearly called that one was out of bounds. He did not get that one in. I think the fans over on the Cleburne side were actually trying to look for pass interference, but they were actually jockeying for position. Both the receiver and the defender had just the even amount of chances at that ball the way it was tossed up there. So they definitely did not get that.
Yeah, certainly we all saw that was caught out of bounds. It looked like the official made the indication with his hands of a completion, but it was certainly caught, but it was out of bounds. And
the back judge actually called it was clearly out.
So with that, it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the play.
And I think that's what one of the coaches, I think that's what he wants. But like I said, the back judge over here had the actual angle on the catch to see that it was out of bounds.
So that will bring up 3rd and long after the incompletion. The Golden Eagles can get a good stop here. They'll have about a minute to move the ball down the field. And, Roy, it will be great to get some more points on the board before we go in and hear these marching aristocrats who are actually not here tonight. Oh, they are ready to take on.
I was about to say, no, the band is here. Yeah, they loaded up.
So they're already made their way down to the field. But hopefully we can get some more points on the board before we can hear from our marching aristocrats here on the road. About a 2-hour drive from Tuskegee up the road to Heflin, Alabama. That's where we are tonight. And as the sun is down, it is cooled down and nice night for some football.
And like I said, man, this is definitely what Friday Night Lights is all about.
And this time, Tiger's going to try the screen pass, and initial hit made by Purefoy breaks the tackle and gains a few yards, but not enough nearly for that first down. He's only going to get about 5 or 6 there, so that will bring up 4th down after the timeout from the Golden Eagles. So Coach Austin looks to make sure he's got the right defensive set here on the field as we'll await and see what Cleburn County does on 4th and 7. We've already seen them fake a punt earlier in the game from around this same spot on the field.
Yeah, I think with the momentum right now, Chris, though, I would be shocked if they tried one of those plays, maybe just want to kind of go ahead and do what they're going to do to run it. I don't think they can run it out, so Booker T is going to get another opportunity at offense. It's just the decision is, what do you want to do? Do you want them to go the length of the field, or do you want to possibly set them up right here at at the 50-yard line?
So Golden Eagles will await to see. And Schubert comes out, but as we said, he is the quarterback and the punter. Looks like he will drop back deep to punt. At least that's what they're going to show. And we've got Purefoy and Daniel back deep, but they're also really playing it safe here. Not going to take any chances here. And Schubert is going to punt. He gets off a good one, and Daniel going to get away from it. He's going to have to be careful there, but it does not touch him.
No, but that ball.
And we've got a flag thrown after a little tussle and tie-up here.
We got a flag.
I can't believe that they're going to let that ball. They're going to set that inside of the 5. That ball was kicked by the defender who came down for it.
So it should be down right there.
It should have been down right at about the 15-yard line, not at the 5.
But let's see what the call is. Looks like some mutual jawing back and forth and a little tussling going on.
Little football fisticuffs, just kind of pushing on each other.
But they're going to call the personal foul against Booker T. Washington. I believe that might have been Purefoy over there who they're going to mark the ball back close to the end zone to about the 2-yard line. So no offsetting penalties called, and I look like that's what should have been called there, as both players were tied up after the play. But a lot of times it's who the official sees.
The second one.
That's right.
Moves. The two. You're right. That was right about the 20. The two players were doing their thing, and it just, they got it in there. But that ball should not have gotten down inside of the 5-yard line. The Tiger player kicked that ball, and that's what projected it and had it go into that part of it.
It is stopped by number 17. Be a loss back to the 1-yard line.
You good now?
It's going to bring up second down.
So after a short run there, loss of a yard, it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Golden Eagles.
Listen,
we got to be careful here with our backs to the end zone in the shotgun. And looks like we are able to get them offside, so that'll give us a little bit of breathing room.
Definitely.
As the Cleburn County defender bites, and hey, that's when we need a little bit of space here working with our back to our own end zone.
A little excited about getting into the backfield that time. He thought he, might be able to do something, so that was a good play by the quarterback to draw him off. But like I said, I'm just disappointed in that the ref let that ball get back that far, because that ball should have been at about the 15-yard line where the Cleburne player kicked it to push it back that far.
Tough break for the Golden Eagles. Kit will come out with the hard count, trying to draw somebody off sides again. He will take the snap, and he's going to give it to Purder, who will fight up the middle for a few yards, and Golden Eagles look to play it conservative, and Coach Austin looks like he's pointing to the sideline, and that will end our first half as the Golden Eagles will take it to halftime with the lead 12-7 here from Heflin, Alabama. Chris Lee along with Roy Evans. We got Kim Wright and Preston Robinson on the cameras tonight. So, Roy, I know you're doing double duty, but, hey, stepping in for Al Lee, who is, again, on official duty tonight. Shout out to our normal play-by-play guy, Alfonso Lee. We're happy to bring you this game on the road and want to give a shout-out to all the Golden Eagle fans who made the trip. But for those of you who could not, we are glad to bring you this football game. At halftime, Golden Eagles going to lead it 12-7 and got a lot of viewers on tonight. So, hey, we're glad that we can bring you this game and looking forward to a good second half. We saw a lot of running from the Golden Eagles in the first quarter as they established the run, and eventually the first touchdown of the game was scored by number 4, Marquez Daniel, and another pass to DeAndre Robinson was how the Golden Eagles scored the second one. So good first half of football, a lot of room for improvement though. And now we will put our attention to the marching aristocrats who look to entertain us in this crowd here in Cleburne County. We will join you in a few minutes for the second half. This is Chris Lee, live for the Golden Eagle Sports Network.
You may take the field.
I think this is yours right here. This dude tripping.
looked at each other at this extra point down here. That thing clearly went through the upright. Ain't no way you look at each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cleburn County Marching Tiger Band! The band is under the direction of band director Doug Baker, percussion instructor Tim Perry, auxiliary instructor is Allison Halsey.
Now against South Carolina. Bobby Swapper catching the football here and goes away. You better get down there, brother.
Throws intercepted correctly, Hayes.
And we will get ready to head back into action here in the second half. Golden Eagles warming up. This is Chris Lee, joined by Roy Evans and 3 Lee as well, joining us on the call tonight. Good first half of football. Certainly a few things we need to tighten up on, but we will take the 12-7 lead. Saw some big plays by Daniel. We saw DeAndre Robinson also reach the end zone for the Golden Eagles, so they'll look to pick up where they left off and also continue to run the ball in the second half.
Most definitely, and I think as we can get in there, we've seen as the Golden Eagles can get down into that red zone area, man, or right outside of it, if they can just get into it, they have the advantage over this Cleburne defense. And it's just a matter of getting the ball there and avoiding the penalties that you don't want, you don't expect. I'm sure Coach had some conversations for the young men that, you got to contain yourselves in those opportunities.
Absolutely. Not too many teams that can match up with the athletes that this Golden Eagle team has, but they're going to have to assert their dominance here. That 12-7 score, I don't think that indicates, how much better of a football team we are than this team, but certainly it's close right now. We saw Jeremiah Kitt come out the game starting at quarterback after the change was made at halftime last week against Tallahassee. So Kitt has thrown a couple touchdown passes and also a couple near interceptions, but he'll look to continue that momentum that he had towards the end of the half here. And, had a couple good drives passing the ball. I think he's going to have to really come into his own and get that ball to those receivers. But if he can do that, we've got a lot of talent on the field that can take it the distance.
Most definitely, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some of those plays come out and get these Golden Eagles the opportunity to showcase it, man. Like I said, I think when you get downfield, it's a mismatch, and that mismatch can open up some great things for us.
Hope you enjoyed the Marching Aristocrats at halftime, and they have really been putting on a great show this season. They're doing a great job, and hey, always good. You can tell when the other fans come up to you and tell you how good your band is. We've really made some good strides in that department, and hey, they're sounding really good, Roy.
Definitely, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of the shows and the halftime shows. They definitely put one on for the fans who are here.
So the horn will indicate that time has expired for halftime as both teams warm up and look to come out on the field. And Golden Eagles will kick it off as they receive to start the game. So does it look like we will have Woods kicking off? We saw a few two onside kick attempts from the Golden Eagles in the first half, but the long kicker, Bedgood, looks to appear, and he's going to he's going to run off. So Woods will be kicking it off, which will bring those defenders up. They're expecting it now, Roy.
Yeah, most definitely.
And they do switch the kicker at the last minute, and Bedgood will kick it deep and going to get a return past the 35-yard line. So that's where the drive will start.
The ball is spotted at the 37-yard line. Be first and 10, Cleburne County.
So that will bring up 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line for, or they're going to mark it at the 35-yard line for the Tigers. Handoff goes to Elijah Ware. And he does not get much, but he does get up to about the 40-yard line. So
big number 72 chased him down from behind. And again, that's what you want to do starting off. You want these guys going east and west. The recovery speed for the Golden Eagles is good enough to stop them from getting very many positive yards when they can do that.
2nd down for quarterback Schubert. He will go under center as he has for much of this game, and going to hand it off to number 5, Carter Hughes, and we have a flag on the play. Looks like in the area of holding. We will wait that call. And it is holding. So that will back the Tigers up 10 yards. Repeating 2nd down. And this Tigers offense, they like to run the ball, Roy, and we've seen them do that with some success tonight. I think once we can stuff this run, that's really going to take a lot of the hope they have from this team.
Yes, sir, because we've seen that I don't think that they have the horses, so to speak, to go downfield on a regular basis with this BTW secondary. So they've got to stick to their strength, but if we can keep them, again, going east and west and doing things, you're going to get these situations where they're going to have to hold because they're going to have to stop people from getting to these running backs.
And this time they're going to go up the middle, fake the handoff to the outside. That's going to be Ware again with the carry. So Ware has gotten the bulk of the load here running the ball for the Tigers, but we've also seen Carter Hughes, little thunder and lightning action from those backs. Ware looks to be a little bit more shifty, and Carter the power back. But we got an injured player for Cleburn County down on the field, so that's going to bring both teams over to the sideline and a chance to talk some things over. 3rd and 13 on the field now, so if the Golden Eagles can get a big stop here on this play, should force the Tigers to punt.
And that's what we're looking for from this defense. This is time to stand up, make a statement right here in the first drive of the second half. Don't let these Tigers establish anything.
Yep, the biggest play of the game for Cleburne County tonight came on a fake punt where punter and quarterback Schubert went deep and caught the Golden Eagles a little bit sleep as they were expecting punt, and that set up the first running touchdown and only touchdown of the game for Cleburne County. Besides that, Golden Eagle defense been pretty stout. Tigers have been able to move the ball, but that is the only time they have been allowed to enter the end zone. So want to continue to make some big stops, as right now they're still checking on that young man who's down roundabout on the 30, 31-yard line. Did not catch a number, but certainly hope he is okay, as we've had an extended injury timeout here. So they look like he's going to come back up to his feet and walk off the field on his own power with a little limp. So Golden Eagle fans do the classy thing and clap it up as the injured player exits the field. That'll bring up 3rd and long for Cade Schubert and this Tigers offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 13. This is where we've got to be careful.
And Schubert's going to roll out. Oh, and hangs his receiver up. And he comes down hard.
Yeah.
and they're going to call in for the training staff. That did not look too good as the receiver was kind of caught up and fell down on that head and neck area. Let's hope he is okay as the training staff will come over to the Booker T. Washington sideline.
Yeah, he came down kind of hard from being up in the air.
And he will get up, so that is a great sign because certainly he fell down very awkwardly. Was not a dirty play of any kind, but just one of those times you get hung up and fall down awkwardly. But good to see him running off on his own power.
Most definitely. Glad young man was able to get up and keep it moving. You'll definitely have to sit this play out.
That will bring up 4th and 13.
Yeah. So you would expect the punt, but look for the trickery.
So Quez Daniel up, and it looks like that they're not lining up the punt, but when your quarterback is the punter, and he looked like he was going to quick kick it. But Coach Austin not going to take any chances, and sometimes when you come out in a play like that, even just getting them to burn a timeout is a success. So
definitely.
Coach Austin going to play it safe.
One of the other coaches came in and said they were setting up in their offense. So they didn't think that they were actually going to punt it and we're going to try to go out and get something that would, again, the trickeration.
Yeah, I think he still was going to kick that ball. But like I said, when your punter is the quarterback, maybe a quick kick or eventually might have dropped back. But nothing wrong to play it safe, and we'll look to see what they do now. And Daniel still back deep to return. And Schubert is going to drop back to punt as he's going to quick kick it and gets off a good quick kick. As that ball takes a bounce, and we've got a flag as a hit was made out of bounds here on our side on the BTW sideline. So I did not see. I saw the aftermath and saw some chairs getting knocked over as someone was pushed over on the sideline, but did not get a chance to see what caused it watching the ball.
Well, whatever it is, they're calling it on BTW.
Yep, so I think it was certainly, it happened over here on the sideline on a block that they're saying was out of bounds. So not sure if we caught that on camera or not, but.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I missed that one. I think because the fans over here are actually saying that number 8 from the Tigers came in and did something that he was not supposed to do.
And they're going to back him up 15 yards. So tough field positions start here as the Golden Eagles will start this drive on their own 15-yard line. And we're going to see Quez Daniel look like, oh, no, he's going to go outside and play receiver. So, hey, he was flirting with that ball near the center for a second. Thought we might see Daniel at quarterback again, but he will go out to his natural position as Kit will continue to call the signals here in the second half. And looks like we've got a delay of game on the Golden Eagles, so not able to get the play off after the punt. That's going to bring them back another 5 yards, so not the place on the field you want to be getting a penalty, especially one on a dead ball before we get started.
Definitely not. I don't know if that was the delay or if they said it was an illegal motion.
And they're going to hand it off to Dylan Purder, who's going to break through in the middle. Purder will get a big run up to about the 36-yard line.
So we take a look at that as he broke it out there. Cut back inside, man, and again, yards after first contact.
Purder showing off the speed and acceleration, and if you let him get ahead of steam, I don't think it's too many players capable of that defense of catching them or bringing them down, but they were fortunate to get him down, but not until he gets a first down. And that'll bring up 1st and 10 for Jay Kidd on the 35-yard line. Kidd's going to pass it to Daniel, and that's another low pass. So does not get it over, and hey, it's a lot of distance over there to his receiver, and could not complete the pass across the field. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Kidd. And he's going to hand it off to Woods here. Woods, big run up the middle for the first down. So the lightning bolt. Woods, number 24, Jaden Woods, will get the first down, and Golden Eagles will move those chains.
Well, and this is what you want from your offense coming out in this second half, man, and they are imposing their will at the point of contact at the line.
Kidd's going to hand it off to Purder to the right side. Purder hurdling once again. And we've got a flag on the play. A lot of people kind of hold their breath when they see Purder go up for that hurdle, but he does it pretty effectively. We saw him earlier in the first half get the yards he needed for a first down on that hurdle, but looks like they're going to call. We'll wait. They're going to call a personal foul. And I guess that is a rule here in high school football. They're going to call that penalty on Dylan Purder for high hurdling the defender. So as we learn these high school rules, not sure if that was an update made for player safety, but we certainly see it at the college level and in the NFL, but Purder is called for the personal foul for hurdling the defender. And he's going to get it right back, and he will make up for some of those yards he just lost.
Got back to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like he may have even gotten a positive +1 or 2 on that. You know, Chris, one of the things that I'm actually noticing, man, that I'm hoping we can make sure that we correct from the center to the QB exchange, we've had several balls that have been very high, and the quarterback has had to jump up and get them to stop him from going behind. And we definitely have to watch that.
Yes, certainly. Fortunately, haven't seen disaster, but it's thrown off a lot of the timing of a lot of those plays. And looks like another high snap there, but this time it's going to be complete to number 8, DeAndre Robinson, who is looking to be a favorite target of Jeremiah Kidd here, as he has come into this game and made several great catches, including a touchdown earlier.
Definitely going in through the middle. They're getting it in, man. Running those receivers across, clearing out the defenders, and just sitting down in the empty space in that zone.
And Golden Eagles looking to go fast here. Bottles exchange, but they're going to hand it off to Woods, who runs good and gets to the first down. So that's going to be a good run, and Golden Eagles will continue to move it fast down the field. You mentioned those high snaps, throwing off the timing a little bit of a few of these handoffs and passes, but did a good job that time of Woods of getting it from his quarterback and taking it down the field for the first down. So Kidd will look to Daniel, and Daniel's in single coverage, and that's going to be a flag. pass interference, and that's all the defender could do. Can you blame him in that situation? It was single man coverage over there on the 6'6" receiver. We'll take a look at that replay.
I can tell you, man, there's absolutely nothing that these guys can do against that.
Absolutely. The only thing you can do, and, I mean, again, he saves the touchdown because if contact wouldn't have been made, if he wouldn't have grabbed it like that, we would be celebrating a touchdown right now from Marquez Daniel.
Most definitely. And, again, in the end zone, half the distance to the goal. You're going to be bringing that up and getting it in there. And this is again,
it's going to be 15 from here.
Yeah, once you're inside that red zone, these defenders have no hope against the size of these BTW receivers.
So that will be 1st and 10. And handoff to Purder. Purder's going to pop it out to the right side and got another flag on the play, and looks like they're going to call holding. And Purder able to pop it outside for a nice gain, but got a little help from a hold, according to the officials. So that will back the Golden Eagles up 10 yards here. And they will repeat first down. 1st and 20, 1st and 15 rather, as the Golden Eagles.
18-yard line, be 1st and 10.
I say you go back to the end zone.
And Kitt's gonna roll to his left. He's gonna find Robinson towards that pylon, and he will, that is a catch. Great play. He is not in the end zone, but what a catch by number 8. We've been calling his name a lot tonight, DeAndre Robinson.
Let's take a look at that one. Great shot there. Boom.
DeAndre Robinson. Been calling him DeAndre. Handoff to Woods, and Woods gonna try to break a tackle.
Brought down in the backfield. Number 60.
So that was number 8. Let's get his name right. DeAndre Robinson. We call him Dre. Making some huge plays tonight for the Golden Eagles. And Kitt gonna look for Daniel in the end zone for the jump ball, and once again, touchdown. Marquez Daniel, Golden Eagles back on the board. What a play.
You know, it's an old basketball term, but you can't teach height.
You can't teach height, and we see those plays so many times. It's hard to get excited. I mean, that is a routine toss and catch there by the big receiver. But, I mean, those are some amazing plays to go up high and be able to catch the ball like that. That is why a lot of college football teams have recruited this young man. And, hey, you can't teach height in high school, and you can't teach it in college and the pros either. So Daniel looking to make an impact. But here we have a bobbled snap. Daniel's going to pick it up, and he's going to look to throw. He's going to find his tight end. Oh, and Tatum cannot hold on to the ball. Good job of Marquez Daniel picking up that bobbled snap and trying to make something out of nothing as he rolled to the left side. But Cam Tatum probably was not expecting that when he lined up for the extra point attempt and not able to make that catch. But good effort there by Daniel after scoring the touchdown. And I've really been impressed with getting a chance to see that accuracy with his arm this season.
Listen, that young man is doing some good things out there right now, and this is what you want. You want that type of momentum, and you were able to stop the Tigers from coming in and getting anything on their first drive of the second half, and now you're taking the wind out of the sails of this crowd, and that's exactly what you want to do if you're the Golden Eagles.
18-7, your score from Cleburn County. Golden Eagles lead it right now. Chris Lee, along with Roy Evans, 3 Lee, Kim Wright, and Preston Robinson on camera tonight. And Jaden Woods, Micah Bedgood, who knows? And, you know, they like to keep the opposing team guessing here. And I think that's a nice little wrinkle here to the Golden Eagles special teams.
Definitely, because you got to stay alert to make sure that you're not getting an onside kick.
And they'll kick a little squibber. It's going to be stopped at about the 34-yard line, so that's where this drive will begin. So really able to keep the return team on their heels. Both young men raising their hand. They don't know who's going to kick it. They don't know where it's going. That time able to put a little spin on it for the squib kick, but drive will start around the 32-yard line.
Let's see if this Golden Eagle defense can stifle these Tigers one more time.
Handoff gonna be to, looks like Ware. No, that's gonna be Hughes on the carry. He's stuffed in the backfield by a host of Golden Eagles.
Yes, sir. That's
saw Jalen Fitzpatrick in on that tackle. So, and also saw number 52,
big number 52.
LeBron Stakely. So good defense by that D-line and those linebackers there, stuffing the run.
The big boys up front are starting to eat, Chris.
Hey, we gotta stuff that run. We know that's what they're gonna go to, so we gotta stop them. Let's force them out of their comfort zone a little bit, and Schubert will line up in the shotgun this time, so receivers to his right side. He's gonna pass, and good play on the ball.
That was a great defensive play there. He was number 5 was able to actually step in.
That was going to be number 3, Jerome Jones.
I'm sorry, yeah, Mr. Jones was able to step in front of that and disrupt that again, getting in better position than the receiver to catch that ball and avoiding the penalty of pass interference.
Yeah, great play by Jones there. Another one of those breakout stars in this secondary this season. And the fact that he's out there shows that the coaches have a lot of confidence in the young man, leaving his mark here on this defense. And we're going to have a little dump-off pass to the running back. And
is that a running back?
That might have been the tight end there.
That's a big boy.
And he's going to get
have
some strong yards there.
He's going to have to come out because his helmet popped off. But that was I definitely want to see some stats on that young man there, number 35.
Yeah, it might have been a fullback.
Yeah, listen, the fullback, the position you don't see a lot anymore in football. But he was a load trying to bring down.
That's going to be Brentley Robinson, according to the roster. He's a freshman, so that's going to bring Schubert up to punt, and he will kick it towards the sideline. So that's going to be down at about the 38-yard line. So that's where this drive will start.
Does it give us any information on Mr. Schubert as far as height and weight?
You mean on the fullback there, Brentley Robinson? No information, so he's a freshman.
Okay. That young man looked like one of those situations where it looked like a lineman had grabbed the ball, and it looks like he does. It's number 25, if I'm not mistaken.
That was 35.
35, okay.
Now, the Eagles, well, it used to be 7-0, and the Tigers
Getting some commentary here from 3 Lee, and Kit's gonna go deep. And he's got a man. That's going to be Jeremiah. That's going to be
Get
Price.
the flag out, baby.
And that is a flag for pass interference. Number 13, Jalen Price, was the intended receiver. And he had a few steps there on his defender. Once again, pass interference. We've seen a few of those calls here tonight.
They can't do anything. That one was thrown a little bit short, and the receiver was trying to come back. And the defender clearly was blocking his path of movement towards the ball. So, again, absolutely nothing that these Cleburne defenders can do with the height of these BTW receivers.
Hey, you got to keep going at them. Certainly want to be smart with the football. We've dodged a few bullets tonight on passes that were close to be intercepted, but no turnovers, knock on wood for the Golden Eagles. And this time, Daniel is going to be overthrown by Kit.
Looked like there may have been a little mix-up on where that route was supposed to go. A little miscommunication between receiver and quarterback.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Kit. This time he's going to hand it off to Woods. Woods going to be shifty, and he's going to get to the first down marker. Good run, and his helmet will come off, so Woods will have to come off the field for a play, but not before getting a first down there. Big run there for the junior running back, Jaden Woods. So another first down for this Golden Eagle offense, marching down the field, largely with the run game. Kit's going to fake the handoff to Daniel. It's going to go to Price on the outside. Price going to break a tackle. He's going to cut back, but the referee is going to say, official says he goes out of bounds there, right behind the line of scrimmage.
I want to see if we got that, because that didn't look like he was out of bounds.
Yeah, foot might have grazed the line
got
there.
the line, just caught the line.
But certainly was a good display of fancy footwork, almost tightrope that sidelines and kept that play going with some good run after the catch. That'll bring up 2nd and long for Kit. He's going to roll to his right. Kit's going to pass, and he overthrows Dre over there, number 8, on the Cleburn County sideline, so unable to connect with one of his favorite targets of the night, Dondre Robinson.
Want to see if the refs are going to catch this. We've had several situations where the clock has not started.
So we got to keep an eye on that for sure. 3rd and long here for the Golden Eagles. They'll snap it, and this time hand it off to Purter. Purter's got a big hole in the middle and a lot of space to run. He hits that hole hard. That'll bring up a 4th and short opportunity. So they're going to spot it 4th, and we'll give them 4th and 2. So Golden Eagles will stay on the field and try to get this first down conversion here on 4th down. Kit gonna start with the hard count, and Golden Eagles gonna take a timeout here. Gonna make sure they get the right set on the field. I think if we can punch in one here, we'll be feeling pretty good, but never can let the foot off the gas. Golden Eagles lead it 18-7 as we are live from Heflin, Alabama. Chris Lee, Roy Evans here on the call. 3 Lee in the booth with Kim Wright and Preston Robinson on camera tonight. We've got a good crew on the road tonight, and once again, it is a pleasure to bring you Golden Eagle football. When we started doing this last season, we had such great feedback and response from the fans that we continue to keep going. So Golden Eagles looking to pick up their 3rd win of the season tonight. They're in good position right now in the 3rd quarter, but a lot of football to be played. 18-7, we've seen 3 scores. We've got a touchdown from Marquez Daniel and one from Dondre Robinson.
Chris, this is that time where you have to kill a mosquito with an axe.
And Woods is gonna be hit
it.
hard, and it's gonna be close depending on the spot.
They're doing it. Forward progress.
And he will not pick up the first down, so
Turn it over on down.
they go with the lighter back there in 4th and 2. Woods unable to
First and 10. If you're on
get through for the first down. We haven't seen DJ Washington with the carry today. The big freshman running back, number 22. It's been all Dylan Purter and Jaden Woods, and Golden Eagles cannot convert on 4th down, so that's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line for Cleburne County.
Hughes on the carry. Brought down number 3, Jones.
Almost about 8 yards on that one. Looks like you're going to be about second and
He's going to get 6 there, so that'll be 2nd and 4 as the Golden Aristocrat tuba section giving us a little base here.
The defense has got to stay strong. They were doing very well at not letting these guys run north and south. And there you go.
That's Cameron Cole.
Meet him in the backfield again.
Big play by Cole, the linebacker, number 11. He gets back there and stuffs that run. And hey, Cole is not somebody you want hitting you when he's coming in like that.
Let there be no mistake. He was not having it in that play.
So great job by the junior linebacker, Cam Cole. That'll bring up 3rd down here for Schubert, who's going to fake the handoff to Hughes. Schubert rolls out. He looks to pass, and that ball is out of bounds. Good job not letting those receivers get back to the ball.
Definitely good defense on that, pushing them out as they were trying to roll the quarterback out. They've had some early success with that, but haven't been able to really do much with it lately, Chris. As the BTW defenders have started to understand, they've got to stay at home on their assignments in that.
So 4th and 6, once again, I expect a quick kick here, and they're going to play it safe, and he's going to quick kick it out of bounds. So it didn't matter that a man was not deep. They are not going to allow these Tigers to fake another punt. Can't blame coach for playing it safe right there. No return there as the kick goes out of bounds, and that will start the drive for this Golden Eagle offense on the 40-yard line.
Most definitely. Let's see what we can get going this time. We've had the success of, like we said, just going downfield. Open them up, softening the defense up with these plays across the middle as you've been dragging that 3rd receiver and being able to clear it out.
So Purter going to get the handoff on 1st down. He'll gain a couple. And we've got some extracurricular after the play. No call made, though. He's going to point at both men. Jalen Price looked to have been pushed there by number 2 from Cleburne County. But no call there on the play.
Pick up a 1 on the play. Bring it 2nd down 9 from the 41.
2nd and 9 as we come close to the 1 minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. And good cut by Dylan Purter, who will get to the sticks. 1st down, Golden Eagles. Nice run there. We've seen Purter making a lot of good decisive cuts and good strong runs tonight. And he's really been carrying the mail for the Golden Eagles.
Definitely saw in that replay. He's, like you said, being assertive in what he wants to do. Making quick decisions.
1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles on their side of the 50-yard line. Well, on the Cleburne County side, rather, as they cross midfield. So that will bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Golden Eagles. And let's just keep this drive on going.
You know, this is reminiscent of the end of the first quarter when BTW had the ball, moving it, looking to see if they're going to really get this last play off of the quarter, what they're going to do with it. If they're going to be conservative, they're going to go.
Kid's going to hand it off to Woods. Woods going to hit the hole hard as time expires for the 3rd quarter. So 4 is up. 4th quarter live from Heflin, Alabama, as they flash the lights here at Cleburn County. They've got some fancy lights, but they will go into the 4th quarter trailing. Chris Lee, along with Roy Evans, 3 Lee, Preston Robinson, and Kim Wright is your crew tonight. Want to give a shout out to Alfonso Lee once again. Could not make the trip tonight, but we are holding it down in your absence, and most important thing is we are bringing you this game live and direct from Cleburn County as the Golden Eagles on the road lead this ball game 18-7 here in the 4th quarter.
So, Chris, let's put your coach's hat on.
Okay.
What are you doing and what are you telling your squad right now as you go into this 4th quarter?
You know, I'm going to focus on stopping them, but we got to run the ball and we got to score. You know, we know now they're going to have to start throwing the ball at some point. But if we can keep our run game going, keep that clock going, we're going to limit their opportunities. So let's keep doing what we're doing, running the ball. Don't want to jinx it, but we have not had a turnover. So want to keep that going and then force them out of their comfort zone where they're going to have to start throwing the ball. And that's going to be a good run there close to the 1st down. He will get it. Let's see where they spot it. And they will. 1st down, Dylan Purder. But, yeah, Roy, at some point we keep running the ball like this, punching in the end zone another time. I think that's going to create some opportunities for this talented secondary to make some plays on the ball. And on 1st down, we're going to go deep to Quez Daniel, who looks like he trips up on the defender. That time not able to get around him to get to that pass. So Golden Eagles still remaining aggressive, taking some nice shots down the field. As you see on the replay, he kind of got caught up on the back and tripped on his own foot of the defender. That will bring up 2nd and 10.
But that was a good play. And you know what? If I'm coach, I go right back to the same one.
Let's see what Coach Austin does. Dre Robinson out to the outside. Quez this time in the slot. Handoff's going to be to Purder. Purder runs a man over. What a run by Dylan Purder. And once again, Purder running with a head of steam. Let's look at this replay as he decleats the defender and pushes forward close to that 1st down marker. That'll bring up 3rd and 1, and got to think we're going to put it right back in the hands of Purder, and they do. He's going to get the 1st down and some more as he takes it to the outside, running out of bounds. And don't have the stats here, but Purder putting up some big numbers running the ball tonight. Kind of a breakout game for him running the ball. This is the 1st season we've seen him at the position. Of course, he is a big 4-star recruit and LSU commit on the defensive side of the ball, but helping his team out this year, playing running back, and he's doing a great job. And this time, Kit gonna go deep to the end zone, and that, once again, Quez Daniel makes it look easy.
He really
Folks,
does.
That is not normal. And once again, we are not getting too excited because we see this over and over again. We've seen it a few times tonight, but great play nevertheless by the big-time wide receiver, number 4, Quez Daniel. What a play.
And listen, and Chris, and here's the thing. This is what gets demoralizing for the other team. That's the 3rd time on their best defender.
And making it look routine. Quez, of course, is a dominant player, but he just has a way of making it look so easy out there. And I guess when you're 6'6",
6'6"
it
versus
kind of
5'9".
is sometimes.
6'6" versus 5'9" is gonna win that battle every time.
And the extra point, it's no good. So Williams unable to connect there on the extra point. That's gonna make our score 24-7. Live from Heflin, Alabama, Booker T. Washington Golden Eagles lead the Cleburne County Tigers 24-7 with under 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Chris, and right now the Tigers have one more drive to do their offense, what they have been doing, trying to run the ball, but they have to be successful in this one. If they don't, they've got, as you stated earlier, they've got to start opening it up, putting the ball downfield, putting themselves in those positions, and that's going to give these BTW defenders an opportunity to make some plays.
Absolutely, and at some point you're going to have to start putting that ball in the air. I'm looking forward to that because this secondary is hard to throw on. A lot of talent. They fly around the field, and they really are some ball hawks out there. So we will see if they keep it on the ground this drive as both kickers again line up, keeping the return team guessing. This time it's going to be Bedgood. He's going to kick it over, and that ball almost stays in bounds, but it goes out. So we'll have the flag there, and Cleburne County will take over at the 35-yard line.
Let's see what they do. Like I said, I think this Tiger team is going to try to run it at least the first two plays and see what they can get. If they feel like they can make something happen on this drive, they'll do that. And if I'm not mistaken, they've got all three of their timeouts left. So at this point, the key is doing it. So they're setting up in that bunch offense.
So Schubert will give it off to Carter Hughes, and Hughes is stuffed that time. That's going to be number 15, Mitchell Brown, leading the charge for the Golden Eagles. He was helped by a couple of his teammates, but good stop there. Only a gain of about 1 yard there on first down, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Golden Eagles, for the Cleburne Tigers.
And what happened in that play is that those linebackers filled all of those gaps that the Tigers had been able to run into before, and that's what was able to stop them, as the lineman was able to get a push-up behind the offensive line.
Yeah, good play by the linebackers today all game. And Schubert's going to roll out. He's going to have his running back, but he stumbles to his feet. That's going to be number 12, Lucas Pugh, the senior, on that reception, but does not get any yards on that play. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 from the 36-yard line.
And traditional wisdom will tell you we know what they're going to have to do, and this is one of those plays they're going to have to go down the field to at least get the first down. So if you're the
hey, I believe it when I see it, Roy. I think we might still be in 4-down territory, but they're gonna.
Well, they have to.
They are gonna roll out.
Yeah, they've got to. They don't have much of a choice.
And Schubert will keep it, but he is met and knocked out of bounds. That's gonna be number 16, James Henderson, JD, with the getting to that ball and knocking the defender out of bounds.
So that should be like 4th and about 3 yards left. And this is what we were talking about. You know, like you said, it's 4-down territory. You're down 2 scores definitely. But they're down 3 scores total. So they've got to get something. You cannot have an empty possession at this point for the Tigers. They have got to, and their coach knows it. Because the way that BTW has been running the ball, he knows that they are going to get very few more opportunities at getting an offensive set.
So Golden Eagles would love a big stop right here. Cleburne County going to take a timeout as you said, Roy, such a critical play here in this ball game. If Golden Eagles are able to stop them and take over, they will be in the driver's seat to win this football game. Still a lot of time left, but certainly have run the ball well, led by number 0, Dylan Purter, and also number 24, Jaden Woods, with some great runs tonight as well. So we're going to keep that going, but first and foremost, we got to get a stop here on 4th down.
Yes, sir. This is the defining defensive play right now for the BTW Golden Eagles. If they are able to hold serve on this one, it changes the entire complexion because it also forces the Tigers to have to be extremely aggressive on the defensive end.
So here we go. Schubert will take it out of shotgun here on 4th down. 4th and 3, tries to draw him offside. It's a reverse. It's a reverse pass, and Golden Eagles are not fooled. What a defensive play and display of discipline as they were not fooled by the trickery. Cleburne County tried the reverse pass, but get nowhere. So Golden Eagles will take over on their side of the 50 on about the 42-yard line. So great play.
Chris, as we watch this replay, I'm going to show my age and let the young man know no soup for you as they are stuffed in that defensive set. That's exactly what BTW needed. Want to give a shout out to the some 200 concurrent viewers we've got watching this game.
And that was none other, number 1, Purifoy. What a hit, what a tackle. Great job by Purifoy, one of the studs out there on this defense. And he's gonna fake the handoff. Golden Eagles remaining aggressive. A lot of contact down the field, but no flag thrown. Jalen Price, some feet got tied up down there, and it definitely was some contact, but officials gonna let him play that time.
Right, at this point, he's looking at where we are in the game, looking at the score. He's probably just gonna swallow the whistle on that because there was clearly some contact against the Tigers on that one.
So Golden Eagles keeping the foot on the gas. This time they will hand it off. It's gonna be Woods. Woods gonna pop it out to the outside. He's going to find a little bit of daylight and get back to the line of scrimmage. So no gain there, 3rd and 10. Woods avoids getting tackled there for a loss in the end zone, and looks like he does pick up maybe one. So that'll bring up 3rd and long here, and we see DJ Washington in the backfield as Micah Bedgood will enter the game at quarterback. And Bedgood gonna get some reps in. Golden Eagles with the lead, and we've got a botched snap there, but good awareness on the recovery. That's gonna be number 55, Cameron Brown, on the recovery. So good awareness right there. He saw that ball pop out, and he was right on top of it there. So good play by the offensive lineman to keep this drive alive.
And that's one of the things that happens when you have that changing of a quarterback. Different cadence, not really being in place. So we're going to see what these guys can do at 4th and oh!
And we got a high snap. Bedgood's going to pick it up, and he's still going to try to run, and he is.
They're going to give.
Cleburne County indicates they have the football.
Well, they have it either way because it was 4th down.
Yeah, it was 4th down, but certainly don't know if that was going to be one of those punting situations or if we were actually going to see a quarterback play, but
I think he looked downfield to see if there was somebody he could throw it to. Didn't see anything.
So Bedgood looked as he was lining up at quarterback, but it was 4th down. Could have been a punting, catch him off guard situation.
Chris, right now we got to be very careful, and this defense has to stand tall right now because we're giving them a short field, and that type of play can switch momentum very quickly.
And
that's going to be.
They're going to call pass interference on that one, and might have been that time, Roy. A lot of contact, and we've got another flag thrown on number 11, and that was that Schubert?
Yeah, that looks like that's going to be either a taunting or unsportsmanlike, because the ref was behind him, letting, as it looks like he was looking back at the defender saying something.
So a little trickery there as they switch quarterback and try to go to their quarterback, main guy we've seen today on the long pass play. It was pass interference call, but looks like some of that is going to be offset with the penalty.
Yeah.
So they'll move it up and they'll back it up another 15.
Yeah.
Personal foul there on Schubert.
That wouldn't hurt that team. The Tigers they were just about to in the red zone. They were going to have a really good opportunity, but the Golden Eagles dodged the bullet on that one. Doing a lot of talking, exactly, Kim. He was out there talking smack, and we can at least say that the refs are calling that on both sides.
That's right. That'll be first down and 10 all over again. Kay Schubert under center this time. He will hand it off to Elijah Ware, and Ware gonna get outside for a nice gain on first down, and that clock will continue to tick, though. That's the thing about it.
Yep.
Running the ball here in the fourth quarter, that's gonna move the chain, so they'll get back to their bread and butter, but first down.
The key is they get down and close to the red zone. This BTW defense has been standing up tall. And again, the clock is not started.
And handoff again to Ware. This time gets nowhere, stuffed by a host of Golden Eagles at that defensive front.
Definitely.
That's none other than Big CC Chris Carter.
As the PA announcer says, he was sumo body slammed.
Hey, that's a strong kid right there, and he shows that dominance as he often does.
2nd and 9. They're going to have to do something.
Schubert under center. He's going to roll out from under center. He's going to look deep to the end zone.
That's going to be out of bounds.
And that's going to be out of bounds. Incomplete. So this time he will line up under center and roll out, try to pass it deep, and unable to find a man as he throws it out the back of the end zone.
Chris, this is where the problem comes in when you don't have the consistency with your passing game, and the run is your bread and butter. You are down 3 scores. You can't run that ball and not get positive yards. Right now, there you're set.
3rd and long for Schubert. Play's gonna get blown dead. So that'll back him up. Delay of game on the Tigers, so not what you want to get when you're trying to get back into a football game for Cleburn County. That'll bring up now a 3rd and 14. As Schubert certainly will look to pass here, but no, he's going to hand it off to Carter. And I guess 4 down territory. They tried to get as much as they could there on 3rd. Doesn't get much.
Yeah, this is, like I said, this is their dilemma with running the ball being the strength of what their offense can do. It's just not going to give them the results that they want right now unless they find a way to luckily break one open, because this BTW defense has started plugging those holes that were open in the first part of the first half.
So new quarterback in the game now, number 4. Looks like they're going to go back to their original quarterback in the end zone, and that's going to be intercepted by, looks like, number 16. Who was that? I can't see from our position, but I think that was J.D. Henderson.
So we take a look at it.
On the interception. Great interception on the end zone from Henderson, as he was exactly where he needed to be. Big play from the senior. and he read that in the air beautifully and comes down with the interception. What a play, JD. Golden Eagles will take over after the touchback. So just like that, it was 4th down anyway. Somebody might say, hey, he should have knocked it down to the ground, but I don't think JD was going to do that in that situation. And they're going to hand it off to Woods, who's going to cut across the middle. Woods showing some power. We know he's got the speed, but, man, he made number 10 feel his presence there after picking up the big run for the first down.
So, Chris, are they not doing 2 points for the interception in the end zone?
Nah, that's never heard of that one.
Okay.
But that is a touchback for the Golden Eagles, and they're going to, on first down, after the big run, try to continue this drive. And hand off to Woods again, who's going to tightrope the sideline. And this young man's got a lot of speed and a lot of agility, as Jaden Woods once again Mr. Move the Chains. Number 24, Jaden Woods on the big carry for the Golden Eagles.
And they are getting the clock going. He did exactly what he needed to do, didn't fight it, went down inbounds to keep the clock rolling.
So Micah Bedgood will continue to get some work here in the 4th quarter at the quarterback position. So far this drive, he's been handing it off to number 24, who's been carrying the weight here for this offense.
Okay.
So they're going to back him up 5 yards. So that'll make it 1st and 15 there. After the penalty, Golden Eagles coming out on first down. Bedgood at quarterback. Bedgood's going to hand it off to Woods. Woods going to pop it back over to the right side and gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
And again, stays in bounds, keeps the clock rolling.
At this point, those ticks are good. Looks like Woods slow getting up here, though, on the sideline.
He's come off the field.
So, yes, he is off the field. And they're going to check him out to make sure he's okay, but he is off the field to play, so look like they're going to keep it going as he gets up on his feet with a little limp. We certainly hope that Jaden Woods is okay. They're going to take a look at him over on the bench, but that's going to be 2nd down, and Bedgood's going to try to run it. He gets to the sideline. He's hit hard after a few yards. Golden Eagle fan says he was hit out of bounds. I don't know about that. It was close, but he is knocked out of bounds there, and that'll bring up 3rd and about 15. So,
Chris, what it was is number 8 actually pushed him after the play was dead.
Gotcha.
And that's what folks are talking about right now. And, you know, I know a couple of coaches pointed at it because I think that the real issue is that they've had several situations with number 8 being a player that's doing that on the sideline. Yeah.
So let's see if we get a chance to see the arm of Micah Bedgood here on 3rd and long. Got some new players into the ball game for the Golden Eagles. And another delay of game as
a
few of the reserves here try to get it together. It looks like we got a new receiver split out wide. Number 31, Gilbert Foley, over here on the short side. But Bedgood's going to run it over to the left, and he's going to cut it up the field. Bedgood showing the speed on 3rd and 15, and he will get close. to the first down, and I think they're going to give it to him. Let's see. It's very close.
He's on the line. That's going to be a first down.
And that will be a first down. So after a big run, good pickup by number 19, Micah Bedgood, on 3rd and very long. The design run, good play from the junior quarterback. So both of these guys, Kit and Bedgood, extremely talented athletes and always a threat to take off and running no matter what the situation is in the game.
Most definitely, and that is a luxury to have players with that kind of ability.
They're going to toss it out to Woods here to the right side. Woods going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he will run it out of bounds.
He wasn't thinking just then, and coach was like, son, you just should have failed. Didn't want him to run out of bounds and stop the clock.
That's right. I think Woods was thinking about that big guy coming at him.
Well, we just got off the bench from not looked like what he had a little tinge or something maybe in his leg.
That's true.
And didn't want to exacerbate the situation. So it just, and I think that's what he's telling coach. And the coach got to understand that. The young man, just almost hurt. So it's like, hey, let me avoid a little contact.
That's right. That will stop the clock though. 2 minutes and some change here. 2 minutes, around 2 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock. So Bedgood will call the signals and once again hand it off to Woods, and Woods going to stumble forward for a couple. He's going to bring it back to the original line of scrimmage for 3rd and 10. So it looks like Jaden Woods is okay after showing a little sign of injury a few plays ago. Good to see him out there.
If I'm not mistaken, is there
Clock will keep running there. No 2-minute warning in high school football. We've seen it implemented at the college level recently in the past couple years, but as of right now, that clock will keep rolling, and that is a good thing for the Golden Eagles right now. So a little mix-up, but he's going to hand it off to Woods, and Woods stuffed that time in the backfield.
I think they were trying to make sure they got that play off before the play clock went off, because they got down to about 3 on them that time, and so did not want to lose any more yardage. Just kind of run this situation out. It's 4th and 12. See what they can get, if they're gonna punt or they're gonna try to go down the field for it.
So no positive yards gained, and pretty sure they're gonna punt here, but they're gonna run as much time off as possible. Let's see though. Once again, when the punter is the quarterback, you never know. So Bedgood is back there, but I'd expect a quick kick here, and that's what they're gonna do. And looks like a good one, good bounce too. And sometimes that good bounce can hurt you, so that's gonna take it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So with under a minute left, Golden Eagles in position to win this ball game on the road. It's been a good performance for the Golden Eagles. As they will continue this road stand, third week in a row on the road. And next week we will be in Bowden, Georgia. As the Golden Eagle takes on the Bowden Tigers. A lot of Tigers here on the schedule this year, and they're gonna hand it off on first down and gonna run it out, and we'll see that clock keep ticking. It's ticking mighty slow over there. Don't know what's going on, but for all intents and purposes, this game will end as the Golden Eagles look to secure another victory tonight, and that'll take their record to 3-1 on the season. Undefeated in region play. Next week will be a non-region game as we go out to Georgia, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to play hard and try to come home with a victory from a very good football team. And that will do it tonight as the clock expires. Good win for the Golden Eagles on the road from Heflin, Alabama. Your final score, Golden Eagles 24, Cleburn County 7. And once again, it has been a pleasure to bring you this game here. This is Chris Lee, joined with Roy Evans, Kim Motor City Wright, and Preston Robinson. 3 Lee in the booth. Want to remind everybody that Tuesday is Election Day in Tuskegee. I don't even need to tell you what you need. It's time.